What's going on, everyone? So, I'm still out here in Melbourne and I've had 2 days of rest. So I was itching for a workout today. So I thought, you know what, rather than go to a fucking gym, which, for me, it gets a bit boring just doing the same shit all the fucking time. So I like to mix it up sometimes and I like to get some cali in. So when I say calisthenics, I'm not one of those like freestyle calisthenics type dudes, but I just mean more just like body weight style workouts. So pull-ups, push-ups, dips, and some like lunges and just shit like that. So for that, I usually like to find some sort of calisthenics park that I can go to. So out here in Melbourne, I did a bit of research and there's quite a few places, but a lot of them are just kind of shitty looking. Like they got like pink bars and it's just basically just a kids park with a couple of pull-ups and like maybe a couple of dip bars or something. So I did some deeper research and found that there's like a really cool kind of like calisthenics, like a proper calisthenics park where a lot of the freestyle calisthenics dudes will come and train. So it's in St Kilda in Melbourne. So I'm actually just approaching it right now. So I figured this would be the perfect place for me to come and just have a nice little session, get some pull-ups in, get some push-ups in, maybe even try some handstands and stuff. For me, I always like to mix it up. I don't like to be a one-trick pony, as you guys have probably noticed. I do quite a bit, and bodyweight training for me is so fucking important, especially if you do things like gymnastics. Like you need to be able to hold your own body weight up, and it's one of those like skills that I really do want to get better at. Like I want to improve my handstand. I want to get things like the planche and get the muscle ups looking cleaner and stuff like that. So I'm going to go today and just do like a full body circuit, show you guys how I get after it body weight style. So stay tuned. Okay, so here's the place. Just pulling up to it now. I see a few pull-up bars. I see a few dip stations. Oh yeah, they've got like a slightly lower place to do some handstands, which I prefer because the higher bars are like a bit annoying, but a couple of dudes out here already getting after it. Love to see it. So this is cool. It's a decent little setup. Can do some, I always forget what these things are for, but sure. Got pretty much everything we need here to get in a pretty solid workout. So what is this place called? This place is called M.O. Moran Reserve Fitness Station. Bosh. Alright, let's go. So it's a bit of a chilly day today here in Melbourne. So I'm just going to do a cheeky little lap just around this park just to get my body a little bit warmed up just before I start smashing out any pull-ups and stuff. So let's go. Okay, that was good. Body feels a little bit warmer now. So always important to warm up, obviously, especially on colder days. So got a bit of blood flowing. So the first thing that I usually like to do when I'm doing like bodyweight stuff is smash out a bunch of muscle ups. I'm not very good at muscle ups, but I can do them. I learned them a few years ago, and I find them very hard. My technique isn't great, but I can get up and I can get down. I usually have to kip quite hard, so I'm just going to try and smash out as many as I can. I usually have to swing and kip very hard to keep it going. I don't have like crazy control over them, but I can do them. But anyway, I haven't done them properly in a while, so I'm going to try and see how much I can do. I'm going to guess probably 5 I can probably do. And then straight after that, I'm going to try and do as many pull-ups as I can. And that's usually how I like to start off my bodyweight sets. So let's go. Okay. Okay, that's a lot less than I thought I'd be able to do. 3 muscle ups into 9 pull-ups. Not bad. When I was in my prime, I think I could do like 7 muscle ups into about 9 pull-ups. So we'll take it. Again, I'm very, very out of practice, and I haven't done that in a very, very long time. So even being able to smash out 3 was pretty tough. But you know what? We keep moving. All right, let's go. Just a few more sets of pull-ups. I usually like to smash out at least 4 sets of pull-ups. Then I'm going to move on to some Australian pull-ups. Hey, seeing as we're in Australia, right? It would be rude not to. And then I'm going to move on to some handstands, and then perhaps some dips. So let's go. So I'm going to smash out some chin-ups now as well, because as much as we love pull-ups, chin-ups are also very important. Hits a slightly different part of the back, but also really hits the biceps as well. So I fucking love some chin-ups. So I'm going to smash a couple of sets of these out now. Cool. Okay, next we're going to do the Australian pull-up. Okay, let's go. Love that, really good for the mid-back area. Really gets into those rhomboids and that sort of upper back area. Freaking love that one. right, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. Not my best session that I've ever had doing a street workout, but you know what? I still showed up and I still got it in, and that's what matters. That's what always counts, right? Something is better than nothing. So couldn't really get my handstand out properly today. I think I managed 7 seconds of a hold. The bar itself was a little bit thick as well, so it was a little bit harder. But who knows, maybe I'm just making an excuse. But overall, got to be happy with that. Today was one of those days I wasn't even feeling like, coming out and in the mood to like work out or anything. But you know what? I still showed up. I still got it in. And for me, that's the most important thing. In fact, I'm a true believer in the idea that those days that you don't want to work out are probably the most important days to actually work out. So I do still feel a lot better. I wasn't really even planning on doing anything for my legs today, but I pretty much did all upper body, so I figured it would be rude not to smash out a little bit of legs, right? So smashed out 50 lunges on each leg. My legs pretty much today just recovered from my leg day the other day at the gym. So, but yeah, I just felt like just doing the full body circuit. But overall, yeah, happy with that. And I'll leave it there. Peace, love, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yo!